Hello and welcome to Lunchtime Discuss on Vanguard Live. My name is Damlola Ogunshakin. And with me today is the mastermind behind the Brown Hill Group. He is also a two-term president of NFF and a former vice president of CAF. He's also a member of the highly revered FIFA Council. Is Mr. Amaju Pinnick, OFR.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you for joining us. So you recently received the OFR honor. How do you feel about that?
Humbled and really excited, and that the recognition is beyond what you can comprehend. Growing up, when you see people having successes like OFR, OON, GCON, you always wish you have that kind of recognition, and what made it possible. So I thank God Almighty.
Yes, and being the two-term president of NFF, we know it's especially with Nigeria, the issues going around that both in sports will not be easy. Can you tell us your experience while you were the NFF president?
I was able, coming to your question, to achieve a couple of things. In terms of medals, I think we won about 7 lorries, if that counts, but to me, it doesn't. Because football is all about development and transition. In terms of in terms of giving Nigeria a global image, I think we're able to achieve that. Today, look at a number of Nigerians in very strategic positions in FIFA, in CAF. We're happy we're able to achieve that. In terms of funding of football, from almost 0%, we took football to 80%. If you look at our detailed report prepared by PwC in 2022, you will see 2021, 2022. You see what I'm talking about. So it's not about, it's a difficult task. It is you will need a lot of sacrifices to get to that point. It is really, really tough. I can tell you that for free. It's not a tea party. You don't just say you want to run Nigerian football. You have sleepless nights because there are demands daily, and these demands are genuine. So you look at the NFL president, you don't envy him. As he's sleeping, as he's walking, he's thinking. As he's sleeping, he's thinking. He's waking up. What do I do? It is tough. But the major way to solve this problem is to have a wonderful, symbiotic, organic, and harmonious relationship with the government. Once that is done, the government will create the enabling environment. If the government needs to introduce some level of taxes, the government will do it, and that money goes into an account. There are so many things that can be done. From my experience, there are a lot of things that can be done to help the federation. It's not when you lose a match. Like the game we played in Abuja, that we lost, that we didn't qualify for the World Cup. When they scored the goal against Nigeria, about 3 people turned and looked at me as if I was the goalkeeper. Turned and looked at me as if I was the one that selected the goalkeeper. That is the mentality we need to change in Nigeria. The administrators do a lot of sacrifices. You need to put these players on their toes. If you see some players, when they score a goal, they go and they tap on the emblem of their country. We need to get our players to start being very proud of Nigeria. It's very, very important. And they must be selfless in whatever they are doing. I'm not going to tell you, when I read comments, I know myself. I know what we'll be able to do. I know the sacrifices some of us made. As president of NFF, for 8 years, NFF not pay my accommodation one day. I can say then because my predecessor was paid about 12 million, then it was about $80,000. So if you put that at $80,000 for 8 years, that's what I say for the federation. Not a dime. I funded myself throughout the 8 years in terms of accommodation. Then in terms of even going to Abuja, I and my aides, I paid, go and check the NFF records. You will see the NFF bought the ticket coming to Abuja. But yet I'm still the one that they vilify, I'm still the one. But you see, like I keep saying to people, if you are not the head, you cannot make headlines. If you are not on top, you cannot be a topic. People will always talk.
All right. The recent coach of Super Eagles is still warming his heart into the art of Nigerians. How would you rate his performance so far?
Yeah, we employed Pizarro, and I can tell you there was no regret about it. His resume was quite rich. We interfaced with everybody we needed to interface with, and he somewhere that could Benfica, you know. And if you ask the players one on one, they'll tell you he's one of the most hardworking coaches that we've had in Nigeria. But I don't know of his relationship with the federation till date. I left 10 months ago. I don't think he's a bad coach. Personally, I don't think he's a bad coach. He just needs to be given the kind of support that he needs. He also needs to also understand the situation in the country. That the situation is not as pleasant as he may wish to be, but is a phase as a country. This phase will pass this phase and we'll get to a phase where everybody will be smiling by God's grace.
Right, the FIFA World Cup tournament will be a 48 team, in the next edition, and some people believe that this will favor Nigeria. Do you think this expansion will favor Nigeria?
In football, there are no minions. There are 53 countries in Africa, and it's only nine and a half that will qualify from Africa. I can name 20 countries that they have boasted to themselves that they'll be in the World Cup. Cameroon, Cote d'Ivoire, Gabon, Equatorial Guinea, Angola, Nigeria, Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria, Senegal, Mali, Ghana, even Benin, Togo, Zambia. I can go on and on. All these are proud footballing countries. So my advice for every footballing nation is that they should be careful. Start their preparation on time. Trust me, is going to be tough. But our prayers, obviously, is that Nigeria should qualify. We'll support them. We'll give them every encouragement. And whatever we need to do out there, we'll do in ensuring that Nigeria qualifies. Nigeria is my constituency. Immediate and remote constituency is Nigeria.